Hey guys. Okay, so coming back at you with another talk through for these portraits. So I'm trying to just like with each one of these videos pick out something that was interesting for me or helped me learn with the piece that I was working on. Um, so with this one, this was like the first man that I drew with Procreate, so that was going to be different. And I realized pretty early on that this would be a study in hair. Because you can see how much actual face we have showing and how much of the piece is just hair. So it helped to kind of get the base colors of that laid down first. That is a lot of times what I do. And then I tend to go straight for the eyes. And if I get a little bit of detail into the eyes and get them feeling not realistic, get them feeling inspired, or I get inspired when they start to look a little bit better and I start to be able to see the whole piece if the eyes are coming together. So I started there, and for this one, I really sporadically worked all over the whole piece, which has been interesting for me with digital portraits compared to my paper, watercolor, graphite, ink portraits. With those, I tend to kind of, once I get a base down and like get everything in its right spot, I tend to kind of work from the middle of the face out. With these digital portraits, I seem to kind of go all over the place and bounce from his beard to his hair to his eye to his other eye to his nose to his skin to like all over the place. So that's been weird that it's changed the way that I lay everything out and the order in which I complete stuff. So yeah, let's see. With this one, it was also different than my other Game of Thrones one I'd done on Procreate because he's looking over to the side. Eyes looking away as opposed to straight at you is something I don't do a ton. I love it when my character that I'm drawing is looking right in my face. That's kind of my favorite thing. But recently I've been really liking the shape that eyes take and the depth you can get when they aren't looking straight at you. So that's been something to explore that I've liked. What am I doing here? Oh, okay, yeah. So one thing with Procreate is they have built in a ton of brushes. At some point I want to get to the place where I am kind of creating my own brushes, and you'll see a lot of other Procreate artists doing that and even like selling packs of brushes or sharing them with other artists. So eventually I want to get into that, but right now I'm still kind of using the basic ones that you get. And something I've found with hair is if I only use the preset hair brushes, it looks too uniform. There's no like little strands sticking out here and there. And I found that for hair, it's so important for it to have a general shape that's shaded very generally. And then you go in with some detail and strands on top of that. And that builds a cohesive bunch of hair instead of these little pieces. Like if you just drew each hair one by one, it wouldn't look like what hair looks like. You see the shape of hair as more than just one strand at a time on someone's head. You see that, oh, look, this curl goes this way and then clumps into this and then, falls in line with everything else. That's not a good way to explain it, but yeah, that's what I've found is that if I just use the hair brushes that Procreate comes with, it doesn't come out looking as good as I want it to. So this one I really was experimenting with some of the hair brushes. Like right now you can see me using that on those little you see you know, you test it on the side. That is an actual hairbrush. Hairbrush tool in Procreate that'll put like 20 strands together and make a hair like texture. but I definitely have found I like that, but I need to use more than just that too. I like to get out the little detail inking one and make little tiny ones that stick out and get all over the place and all that jazz. One hard thing for me with Procreate is that it's redefining when I need to stop with a portrait. I feel like I've kind of figured that out on paper. And with this, I'm like, well, when is it done? Is it done when it's fully realistic? Is it done when? I mean, I think this is something that a lot of artists struggle with. So I'm sure just introducing myself to a new medium has challenged that again for me. Yeah, it'll be something I keep working on. Also, the backgrounds. I have left a lot of them kind of blank, and I don't know if that's right. Anyways, I'm out of time. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.